Ontario Prepper here. How you doing today? Today we have a special guest, George from Freedom Friends Canada. His link will be in the description, but we're going to be doing some cooking up some freeze-dried foods here and going through a lot of other prep items that we brought here today. Hey everyone, here's George.
Oh, all right. Yeah, so here I am with Kevin today, and I brought my personal collection of things that I use. Let's start with the water. Freeze-dried food. The reason why it can't freeze in the winter, the reason why it doesn't require refrigeration in the summer, the reason why it's bulletproof basically, in a sense, as long as you don't super overheat it, in a Mylar bag with an expiry date as far as right now 2050. No, that's a best before. It's actually indefinite food. But let's go to the first item, Kevin. Water. Dried food no longer contains any water at all. That's the miracle of the science of freeze-dried food, is that it's not just been dehydrated. There's no water left. So there's a rehydration process that has to happen for freeze-dried food. If you're on the trail, Kevin, you don't even have to, like, you ever just eaten your food cold?
Yes.
You can literally put water in a pouch and let it sit for an hour and just eat it without even boiling the water. A cold cook, where you just literally add water to it and let it kind of absorb it like a cracker, and then you just eat it in desperate situations where you're just boogieing and you don't have the option to stop and do something. So today, the first step is to get some water boiled. So we brought some water and we brought some methyl hydrate. If you're a prepper, you should have many of these.
Yes.
This is $10 at Canadian Tire.
It goes a long way.
This is a lot of alcohol that you should never drink or you will die. Its label says denatured alcohol. Denatured alcohol, which means intentionally poisoned so you don't pay taxes, but anyway, we won't get into that. This denatured alcohol is basically 99% wood alcohol moonshine.
Right.
And if you've ever been to a wedding or you've been to a function where they use, here, I think I even brought one, those little burners. Okay, we're gonna break these out now. We're gonna get some stuff out here.
Scrambled egg with bacon.
Water, but
Gotta have water. Remember, folks, 3 days without water.
now, Riley,
And it's better.
here's another Amazon link that you're gonna see. This is directly from Amazon Prime. This is a lover's picnic bag. Nothing a prepper would buy, but here we go. Kevin, boom. Anyway, I thought it was cute. It looked good in the picture, but it's nothing I would ever bring out on the trail. So what I did is, we've got the, again, $44 Amazon.ca titanium cup that I use. If I had to bring one thing, yeah, it had a handle. I've used it. It's a titanium cup. And if you know anything about titanium, it doesn't get super, super hot. Like, it's interesting. You don't burn your hands a lot on it. So we're gonna boil some water today. And there's 4 of us who are going to eat today. Yard sale. Metal plates. Metal plates. Because the plates that came with this are so rinky-dinky. This is a joke. Don't buy this. This is like a lover's picnic pack that you would never bring anywhere, but
I'm looking
whatever.
for a bottle of champagne.
No, it's not there. So, like I was saying, today we're going to go with the alcohol. We're in a public park, and we can't use these Twig stove. Guys, you got little dried twigs? You're boiling water. You're cooking. This is a state-of-the-art Twig stove. It actually aerates. It's like a rocket Twig stove. We're not going to get into that today, because today we're using this guy, Kevin. Here, take that.
There we go.
Titanium alcohol burner. Now, the one you're familiar with is this one. This is what you see at weddings.
Yes.
This is what you see at bar mitzvahs and all that stuff. There's actually a little lid, and it actually has a control valve on it. I just brought it to show you, and you can fill this with this methyl alcohol and it creates an invisible blue flame, which is very dangerous because you can't see it in the sunlight. So I never use this stuff in sunlight. So we're not going to use this. It's not even what we want our application for. We're not going to use the awesome Twig stove. Look how many times that's been used at Rockaway Community Center in St. Catharines. But anyway, and we're not going to use this water. We're going to use this water. Water is big. And
There we go.
yeah,
Water.
so where's the burner?
Yep, and there's the base.
You know what? Ta-da! So what do? First of all, we don't want to burn that. We're not really worried about that. Here we are out on the trail. Oh, Kevin, this is such a nice trail. And then, here comes the dangerous, dangerous part. We're going to pour a little bit of this. And of course, you don't want to put too much. Show us some state-of-the-art, really hard to use hiking lighting trick.
Yeah.
Hey.
No ferro rod today.
Now,
I'll do this the easy way.
that's it.
Bingo.
Can you even see that flame? So now we have to make a decision. We've got good old reliable little titanium expensive personal army cup, whatever you call that thing. I wish I knew the proper name. Or we can go with, oh, it's right here and all this stuff. Right behind the Russian night vision. We won't get into that. Oh, there it is! Yay! There's the camping set. So here, let's break this out. Because there's 4 of us, we might need more water than usual. Where are you, Kev? So because there's 4 of us, more water than usual.
Just readjusting the other camera.
Do you want to open that little,
Sure.
what do you remember the dolls that come apart in one by one?
Like one of those little...
Now look, you put too much alcohol and look what's happened.
Yeah, that's it.
This is what happens when there's too much alcohol.
The base is getting hot on it. That's for
And it's blowing towards the camel.
Mm.
No, it's titanium, not even hot. Titanium doesn't get hot. Are you guys ready? Dun, dun, dun. I've never actually done the large pot with the tiny, tiny little alcohol burner. You're definitely going to want to put the lid on this sucker and not touch it.
That blue flame is hot. This is hot. That is.
Okay, so what we're going to do is while this water boils, now look at this pot system. Amazon link, another Amazon Prime purchase. I hate to say it because
Yeah,
Bezos
we'll put
is
up all
the
the links
devil.
in the description on it.
Boom! And now we are waiting for water. Is that the guy? Is that the lid? That's the one. Yeah.
It's good.
I don't like these. The handles melt. I've got all kinds of melted. Look. Stupid. Right? Yuck. And it smells like shit when they burn. So, not a big fan of the handles. So while this is boiling, we're going to talk. Company from Saskatchewan, Arcopia. Arcopia from Saskatchewan. Big shout out Canada. Freeze-dried smoothies. Look at this. Look at all these flavors. These are smoothies. You eat these on a normal day. They're amazing. Freeze-dried smoothies. And again, if you were to look at the expiry dates on there, it's ridiculous. They got, what, 25? They're saying 25-year shelf life. Now, when it comes to freeze-dried food, did you know that the dates are adjusted according to the packaging, not the food?
Right.
So it's how long the package will last, on whether there's been an oxygen absorber or not. And while the water boils, let's also talk about this company from Alberta, bridensolutions.ca, Peak Refuel. Now, I got a little addicted to these guys. I've been spending too much money, but not enough. I need to buy more. I buy these for $240 for 14 pouches. A pouch is supposed to feed 2 people, and they have twice the amount of protein generally than Mountain House. The Peak Refuel always tastes better than the Mountain House. They're gourmet. I don't know what old lady they got locked in the kitchen somewhere, but these guys are doing a great job at Bridens Solutions. Now, as you can see, I've chosen the most expensive option. I'm like, forget cans, even though they are indefinite, as long as cans are kept properly and they're not compromised. Tomato juice or anything acidic will eat its way back through the other side of the can. Cans are indefinite. I've chosen the pouch system, the most expensive option. In my secret safe room, I have one of these barrels, the biggest one you can get. And because I have experience, Kevin, guess how many of these pouches fit in one of these barrels?
400?
Like the jelly beans.
400.
220, and you can't even close the lid.
Wow.
That's these
220.
pouches.
So there's the answer to that.
That's these
Riddle.
pouches put in there sideways, and I keep going in a spiral circle with the pouches.
I was thinking you could put like
and
400.
I put these, and then of course I never forget the water tab.
What's this, 50
That's the
gallons,
biggest
right?
barrel you can get,
Yeah, 50.
with the lockable lid.
Yep.
So I'm not fooling
Good for a
around.
food cache. You can
I got
just,
Mylar
you know,
pouches. And
bury it.
yes, and what do we know about these two companies? They put the oxygen. Now, let's talk about these two companies, because these are the kings right now, okay? There's other players, but we won't talk about them because they're kind of irrelevant. Mountain House has been in business for 50 years, and they keep samples of everything. So they've got in their laboratories recipes that they've created 50 years ago, and they're cracking them open. So they know what their stuff tastes like in 50 years because they've actually done it.
Right.
Nobody can say that but Mountain House.
Well, I know we already done this film before, and
So they've been in it the longest, just like, you know, but their Mountain House packaging is the best. Oh my goodness, their packaging. I've ordered 6 boxes. Bryden Solutions, you're not gonna like this. You're not gonna like this, but I have to speak truth. Kevin, one of my pouches was leaking food.
wow.
Now, when you pay $240 for 14 pouches, and there's shit all over the box,
Yeah,
and one of them's leaking food, so look at the difference in the right. Like, feel that versus that.
Mylar packaging.
Look at.
Nice Mylar packaging.
But there was one spot. Now, it was a pretty good track record because I bought like 60 pouches,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
out of
that's
60 pouches, one of them was actually compromised.
It's probably this gloss coating they put on here.
Different, eh?
Same thing, Mylar bagging.
But Mountain House, the kings. And with this think about it. When you're talking about prepping, you're more worried about the packaging or just as much as the food that's within it, right? It's like, so I geocache. So when I'm geocaching, I'll geocache one of these, and I can just create waypoints and not even have to bring my food when I go out on the Bruce. But we won't get into that.
Right.
Big barrel. Look at this little guy.
Yeah, look at the little one.
If you go on Amazon, they sell a backpack that's designed for this exact barrel that canoers buy all the time. This is a very popular size for people who do canoeing, and you can actually buy a strap that barrel slides into.
Right.
This is the little guy.
So yeah. What's that? This one works out to how many gallons?
I'm not sure. It's marked on there, but I don't even care about the
10 pounds
sizes.
per
I
gallon.
call this the really big one.
Well, remember,
I call
this is
this
full of water.
the little one. We've all seen this size. And let me tell you from experience, and that's the value here, is that when this is full of pouches, Kevin, I can move it by myself. I can move it by myself, but it's really heavy. So we're boiling water. Where are we at? Let's check it out, Riley. And see that flame coming up the side? That's what melts these orange handles. We're almost boiling, bro.
Yep, getting there.
We're almost boiling. So, the smoothies. You don't boil the water. It's a
Nope.
smoothie.
It's a smoothie.
And you don't have to use any kind of mixer. You think smoothie, oh, I need a blender. No. And wow, you should see the ingredients. We could spend time just promoting our copia. 81 berries,
Wow.
2 pounds.
This one here.
No, on the straight. 1 pound,
2 cups of spinach.
2 cups of spinach. This is 1 pound of fruit. Now, and that's another thing. See where it says freeze-dried?
This one doesn't.
Now, let's talk about the process of this word right here, freeze-dried.
Freeze-dried.
There's a vacuum chamber at -40. And the vacuum chamber has your food in it, floating in the middle of the vacuum chamber on a heated tray at 125 degrees, and the food is being heated in the middle of a vacuum chamber that's at -40. Kind of contradicts itself.
Yes.
And it creates sublimation, which is the same thing that happens when you throw water into the air and it's -30 outside and it goes instantly to vapor.
Right.
Are we centered? We're centered. The flame's coming out everywhere. Look at how much flame is on that. That's more flame than usual.
He's a happy flame.
He's happy. So anyway, when you're, the whole process of, it takes a day to a day and a half of a vacuum pump running in this machine to make this happen. The handle's on fire. Yeah, those orange handles. And what's funny is, you know that famous YouTuber?
Don't do it.
You know, no, I don't know if that'll help. You know that famous YouTuber who takes his kids in Alaska out there, the little toddlers, and he takes them out in Alaska freezing? He has the exact same set, and all his orange handles are melted off.
Wow.
So now let's talk about water, okay, guys? Because we talked about that a minute earlier. These are purification tablets. There you go. I mean, you throw a tablet in, but you want to at least put it through a sock or something so it doesn't look like swamp water. Those are purification tablets. This, now you've heard of these super expensive Berkey filters with these ceramic filters. This cost me $25 for 2. Comes with a special cloth to actually clean it off. This is brand new. This can be installed on any container, bucket, whatever. You just got to poke a hole in it. You can see the, I don't even want to touch it. Anyway, see the little screw here with the rubber gasket? So what you do is you take a 5-gallon bucket, you take 2 of these, you drill 2 holes, you throw this in upside down. Look at that white ceramic. Touch it, Kevin. Feel the noise, wait. Can you hear it? So satisfying.
Comment in chat if you guys can hear it.
Oh, it's the finest ceramic in the world. It's a ridiculous, what is the micron rating on this thing?
This one here, the micron rating.
Now you can also purchase these with embedded charcoal and silver to give you microbial. I would still boil after this. So basically this sits in the bucket, and then once it becomes,
Not listed.
here's the problem with these ceramic filters. They're incredible. Everything comes out. It's the Berkey system. The problem is it takes absolutely forever. You're waiting 2 hours for that water to drop through this filter out of that bucket.
Right.
So a lot of guys will actually pressurize the top bucket, and you get like 10 times on demand through the filter. There's tricks to do, but there's a ceramic filter, guys.
Yeah, it's nice. Very nice.
And then when it's plugged, you take the special cloth it comes with, wipe it, and it takes a layer of ceramic off. So every time you get a new layer of ceramic.
Right.
So that's a ceramic filter. There's the box. And then we have another, this is something I would only use if I was absolutely in trouble. Toilet paper? No.
Toilet paper.
This. Kev, show them
Right.
this. What's that?
Yeah, that's a good one.
The infamous Sawyer Mini.
Yeah, the Sawyer Minis.
Here we go. We got the
Yeah,
Sawyer Mini.
Yep, there's this.
And there's the Sawyer Mini.
Yep,
You can use a pop bottle that's the same fitting as a pop bottle.
yep,
They did that on purpose.
yep.
You
And
can
there's
shoot
the,
yourself up with some water.
Yep,
No, I mean, there's the Sawyer Mini.
it's for back flushing them.
So that's the little guy. I mean, when would you use
Yeah,
your
these
Sawyer
are
Mini?
world renowned, these
Well, you can boil it.
Yep.
But anyway, we're boiling because humans don't like to
And
eat
you just
cold
put it in here,
food.
and then you just got, this is a water bottle.
You're familiar with the Sawyer Mini.
Cap on, bam.
And I even have, you know those pot strainers? I even have one of those. Just I mean, filtering is filtering. Getting the initial twigs, sticks, and stones, and you can keep filtering, and then there's all those guys on YouTube, and I've started learning how to actually create a ground filter, where you start digging sand and such, and you can actually create a filter out of the soil anywhere. But yeah, this is a water bladder. Back to the water. This is a water bladder. It holds a water bladder. I use it. It'll hold. So I'm going out for a day hike. This holds 2 pouches, a sleeve of water, and a smoothie, and I'm flying through the woods. This is my little guy. I like it. Again, this thing, lover's picnic thing. Look, it's got a little blanket, Kevin. Anyway, and today we're also going to make some coffee with our. So guys, you're out on the trail. You want to make some coffee. Kevin, what do you do? What do you do? You need a coffee. You need a coffee.
I have coffee.
What is this? A solid steel purchased from Jeff Bezos again.
Yeah.
Look at the steel on that.
Yep. That also subs as your cup.
This is a French press. So I will take water from this, put it in that, and have my morning coffee. It's pretty big. It takes up a lot of room in the pack. It's my one guilty pleasure. It's all right. Where is? Oh my goodness. Look at this. The restaurant teapot. Because that's important, right? Remember that from the 50s diner? I don't know how that made it into the pack. Say I need to boil water. And I don't have any of this. I don't have the Twig stove. I don't have the alcohol. And I'm stuck in my car. Well, because I'm super George, not to brag, I got this device. I plug it into the lighter of the car, and I boil water wherever I want. Look at that. This guy, Amazon link below. I did a review on this. You gotta have a good car lighter with a good fuse, or you'll blow the fuse. This thing is heavy duty, and you can boil water in a car lighter anytime you want. So I guess you can see I'm always worried about boiling water. So what are we doing? Are we boiling water?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, we've achieved boil. We can finally eat. Now,
We got water.
I actually bought glasses for the recipe. Why is it important to read the recipe? When you have freeze-dried food, if you put too much water, it becomes a soup. But then, because you don't understand the physics of it, you get deceived and you don't wait long enough and you end up eating crunchy stuff that tastes like croutons because you didn't wait for it to reconstitute properly. It's science. So what we're going to do is, what are we doing? Sweet pork and rice? Come on, guys. Biscuits and sauce and gravy, chicken Alfredo pasta.
I think we should get the chicken Alfredo pasta. That's great.
I want to try the sweet pork and rice. That looks bomb.
This is a relatively newer company, and you can see, look at the packaging, Kevin. You see how it's taken a beating already?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, look at
It
this.
doesn't have that gloss.
How's this for review? Right? Now wait, here, give me the Mountain House.
Anger issues.
I know you've seen a lot of freeze-dried food reviews, but you've never seen somebody do this to it just to see what the Mountain House. Look at that. Like
Back to
new.
normal, guys.
Like new.
Same with this one.
So when it comes to the packaging, Mountain House beats Peak too. And I'm a little biased because they sent me an open package once, but I'm still going to forgive them. Here we go. So how much water do we add? Oh, look at that. There's the instructions. Open and tear pouch on mark. Carefully add exactly 1 cup of boiling water. Stir and zip pouch. 10 minutes. Open pouch. Wow, good thing about. There's the tab. There just went $18. $18 is supposed to feed 2 people.
2 people.
Look, 2 portions, 40
People
grams.
for 1 day.
When you're in an apocalypse, you need to eat more, not
Right.
less.
Right.
You don't need to get by on rice and ramen noodles. You need to be in your best shape ever. Now here we go. Look at how beautiful that is.
Looks good.
I don't think so. Okay,
It looks
here we go. Now, how am I gonna do 1 cup? Well, guess what?
I remember last time we did this.
Mr. Titanium has a measuring device. Into the pouch for, according to these people, 10 minutes. You click it, and the only way you can screw this up is to be too hungry and eat it too soon. And let me tell you, that pouch, I can't hold on to it. It's that hot. Here, Kev, want to grab the pouch?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got to take a little squeeze from the bottom, see how hot that is.
Oh yeah, nice and warm.
nice and warm.
Oh yeah, it's hot.
Right? So that's 2 people. Are we all hungry? Am I
Yes.
breaking out a second
Absolutely.
one? Okay, here we go. Chicken Alfredo.
Chicken Alfredo.
How come this one says 53 grams of protein and that one says 40?
Because of the carbs, I think.
Okay, here we go.
Grams.
Again, Bridensolutions from Alberta. Oh, these little guys. We didn't take it out.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. It won't hurt you. Just don't eat it. If you accidentally leave it in like we did, it's fine. That's perfect. I'm actually glad that happened. It won't kill you. I'm not even gonna go digging for it. It's not gonna hurt me.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Another 8 ounces of water. Because again, you want to be accurate with freeze-dried food. You want it to be the best it can be. Take a look in there. Here it is.
Good.
And what do you mean looking good?
It's looking
Looks
good.
like some crusty thing. Okay, here we go.
You eat that raw.
Yeah. So now it's happening.
Come on.
Should we blow this out or do we need more water?
Need more water.
Why? Are we gonna make a coffee?
Yes, I want to get a coffee.
Yeah, we found
I
it
don't know if I
there.
brought coffee. Oh, he got it out.
Well,
Wait a minute. This is how I blow my alcohol burners out. Are you ready? Oh, didn't go. Now
Guys,
watch
you
this.
be very careful of this. You don't want to burn yourself.
It's
There
out.
you go.
You have to literally do it like, you know, Halliburton was putting out oil fires in Iraq. You just got to give it one big blast of air. Anyway, relevant comparison. Here we go. So
All right.
now, so that was the titanium alcohol burner. I think that was around $35 on Amazon.
Wow.
It's a little guy. I like it, but you can. I sit that on a rock.
Yeah, you can use it anywhere.
Me and Alex over there, we've used it. You could just sit it on a little.
Comes with a base for your pot.
It doesn't
to go
take up a
on.
lot of room at all. So now we're going to. And then again, the infamous Twig stove. I love the Twig stove. Because guess why the Twig stove is amazing? You always have twigs. And see the basket in there? Watch, here comes the basket. And it's got a double wall. See that double wall for the air? To give it the rocket stove effect? And it just goes there. The problem with the Twig stoves, if you turn around for 2 minutes, it's out. You're constantly feeding this thing twigs. You gotta babysit it. But it works exceptionally well.
Something you can give.
And what's fantastic about it too is when you don't have this, and all you got is twigs.
That's
Oh, yeah.
So that's the whole key to prepping, is having options. You don't have this, use this. You don't have this, use that. You don't have that, try that. You run out of propane, you know, it's interesting, but that's the Twig stove.
Hey everyone, been about 10 minutes now, so now we're gonna try out some of this scrumptious food here. So, give me this chicken Alfredo over here. Oh, we'll let George dish it out.
We don't
Mix it up.
we don't have forks, so we're using spoons. Right? Life
We
is so
got more
hard.
sport.
Life
should
is
be-
so hard.
Here you go, sir.
It should cook more.
I don't,
Mix this up a little bit here.
let's see. I don't know. Okay, feel it. Do you feel any crunchies?
No, this feels good. This
We've
one.
gone a full 10 minutes?
This one's good. Yep, 10 minutes.
That one's been 10 minutes. Yeah.
Why don't we serve one and then serve the other? So
Yeah,
we're sure at
here we
least
go.
the other
This
one
one
will
here,
be
George.
Now,
How's that look to you? It's not.
Wait, that's fine. I'm gonna let it sit for a minute.
This is
Let
the
it
sweet
air.
pork
It
and
is
rice.
smelling really nice.
It smells great.
Let it air out. Air, we're, you know, the most important thing with all this is water. God, champagne. There we go. Now, here's a great example. I got this at Value Village. It says Mockingjay. It's like a kid's plastic cup. This thing hangs on my backpack. This is an indestructible plastic cup. Cost me 50 cents, you know. But this is the kind of thing, you wouldn't believe how valuable this sort of thing is. Out on the trail, we're using steel plates, right? Plastic. Yeah, anyway. Stay away from breakable stuff. The whole reason why I'm not bringing cans and jars
that ain't
and
good.
spending all the extra money on that is because they break. Here we go. I'm gonna try some Alfredo. Oh no, you didn't even want the Alfredo and you won the bet. Okay, here, wait a minute.
No, why you giving me Alfredo and that, man?
Oh, that's
Why not?
I'm a.
Listen, starving apocalyptic child, just eat what's put in front of you.
I will eat it,
Child of the apocalypse.
awesome.
Oh, Kevin, you're getting ripped
That's
off
good.
a little bit.
Nah, it's all right. I wanted.
Guys,
I got the
this is actually, you know, aside from making the video as human beings and as potential close friends, this is our first meal together.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, look at that. I left out the king. Here we go. Don't get too water wasted.
Not to.
Cheers
everyone.
Cheers.
to surviving. There we go. All right.
Yeah, really good.
So we've all split both of them.
The sweet pork and rice.
The sweet pork and rice from Peak Refuel, and pass me that bag, Alex. And also the chicken Alfredo pasta. They just expanded their flavors. It's ridiculous.
It's really
I think
good.
they've got 30 different flavors. And this is the most expensive option. And then think about it, everyone else is a refugee waiting in line and you're eating this.
Right.
This is fantastic.
Very good.
I don't know about fantastic.
It's good.
It's yummy.
I just ate something chewy in the sweet and rice.
Try the meat.
And we split it between 4 people, so I don't think we're gonna feel full.
No,
No, I'll probably go McDonald's.
McDonald's is eating food.
The sweet potato.
Maybe McDonald's will wise
Pork.
up and start making MREs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
McDonald's MREs. That won't happen.
Tim Hortons started selling pizza now.
Really?
Yeah, this week. They went from wraps to pizzas. They're really covering the market.
When I buy the boxes from Bridens Solutions right now, I can't buy it from their websites. All the items say out of stock, because I only buy it by the crate. If I don't buy $240 worth, I don't do it. I get them 12 pouches at a time. I think it works out, you get an extra 2 pouches or 3 pouches value-wise. And I wanted to talk to you guys about something else that I mentioned to Kevin earlier. You see these breakfast buckets? It's on, it's fine. These breakfast buckets. Now when you go on Amazon.ca on Prime and you see the Mountain House in these buckets, you'll notice that you can find it in either a cardboard box or a bucket. I buy the cardboard box. It has 12 pouches or 14 pouches. If you get it in the plastic bucket, it's like $20 more for the bucket. I don't know. It might not be like that anymore, but... So I get the cardboard box versions. And then there's another thing that I stumbled upon that's great.
I'm done first. It was so good.
This is an olive barrel.
Here, you can have this.
These are these tiny the people in the canoeing world, Kevin, if you're a professional canoeer,
Right.
you know what an olive barrel is.
Oh, yeah.
Because all canoers have been through a rite of passage where they use these screw-on olive barrels, because olive barrels have to contain liquid with olives. These little barrels.
So everyone, I hope you enjoyed that. Big thanks to George here. Check out his channel at Freedom Friends Canada. Appreciate everyone watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.
Stock up.
And yeah, keep doing the stuff, folks. Carrier Prepper out.